I'm on the list. From the combine grind to the prime time shine, put in work, now it's your time to climb. Young king, step up, shake hands with the commish. NFL dreams, man, it don't get bigger than this. Cheese heads wild, Lambo pack. G on the hat, but the squad stay stacked. Trains going down, who gon' make that splash? You cause y'all shake and miss. Just champion.
Yeah, I told you. Did you see how you're like, you're fine. You're going into the segment.
Okay.
You're going into the segment. And then I turn my head and I change colors. I look like Paul a little bit there for a second. I think he'll get a crack out of get a little bit of a kick out of that one.
That's funny. Yeah, we're 30 days away from the draft.
Yeah.
30 days away from the draft. And
I was going to bring our ties in here, but they're upstairs. They look good. They look good.
It's all right. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for the suit.
I figure we get more.
Funny story. Listen to this.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Remember that hotel I got?
Hotel motel?
Yeah, for the draft. Turns out I got it for this weekend.
Did you cancel?
Yeah, I canceled it. So we still got everything in the works. We're still golden in every sense of the way. I was just, everyone around us was like, how the hell did you get a hotel for that cheap?
You should have reached out to him and said, you guys messed up. Wasn't me that messed up.
So then it became an ordeal, dude. Right? So I called them.
Yeah.
Fucking Wyndham. And I'm like, hey. And they're like, oh, yeah, sorry. Third-party site. You got to do it through this random customer service.
Yeah.
I went through the Wyndham's website.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's a third party when it's the actual Wyndham fucking website. But I guess it wasn't the exact website to that fucking hotel on that fucking street.
Yeah. So you're telling me that the agency that owns all of the hotel chains is third party.
It's technically, I guess, a third party.
Because it's an app or it's a website whatever. Yeah,
So
you can miss me with that shit.
So I called to cancel, and I get this dude, which, by the way, I'm still waiting on the text message. So I call through, and I'm like, hey, I need to cancel this fucking thing, like, wrong day. And they're like, oh, sorry, you got to do this number, and we'll give you the number. I'm like, all right, cool. Waited, nothing. So I called the hotel itself. I'm like, hey, that's when they told me the third party bullshit. And I'm like, I've now tried for almost 27 hours to cancel this fucking hotel room. So I took all the money out of my bank account, moved it into a spot that it can't be touched. Because once that meth head threw with all my shit 10,000 many moons ago, I've got this system now where on the spot, I could take all the money we have and move it into a spot that like the wife or me are the only ones who can get it, period. So I did that. I let the bank know, if these motherfuckers try and take money, it's fraud. Fuck them. I was like, there's no way that you're going to make me go through 48 hours worth of hoops to cancel a hotel room. So I just said, fuck it. And they called me. They called me that day. And they're like, hey, we tried to run your card. We noticed it was declined. I was like, fuck you. I say, David? The fuck? I was like, I've been trying to call you guys for 48 fucking hours. I've called that hotel specifically twice.
Yeah.
You guys are telling me some third-party bullshit. I said, I moved all the money out. I said, you ain't going to get no money. I said, I've been trying to cancel it for days. David goes, oh, all right, let me cancel this. Within seconds, he had it canceled, and I had an email. Like, why couldn't all you other fucking yahoos do that? 2 days ago, I tried to fucking
call. This is similar to what, I guess not really that similar, but it's on the same plane. Like I told you I had little grinds. Let's get right into it. We were at the grocery store. But I don't mind old people. Old people don't bother me at all. I had that little thing, the little spat a couple of years. What was it? One of the first episodes we did.
Season or two.
About the quick trip thing and be the old people in line. All right, this is a completely different monster here. We are in the fucking grocery store. Grocery cart is fucking piled up with ice cream and groceries that we purchased. We're getting ready to put on the table. And all of a sudden they switch cashiers on us. And who the fuck do we get? The slowest fucking old lady I've ever seen. And the person in front of us is just finishing up. The lady is fumbling through her little book bag looking purse. And what does she whip out? A checkbook. And I shit you not. This is like the mind's literally could watch the hamster wheels going, dude. Like she's literally trying to figure out a check. Oh, I don't think my check machine is working. And I'm like, who the fuck uses checks anymore? And then I'm thinking, okay, she's 80, she's 70. Like they both are like trying to figure this out between the two of them. And it's a grind.
Hand to God, bro. I would have just went to a different register.
I put all the
I don't even
like,
care. I
would
would have put everything
fail.
back on my fucking cart. I would have, dude, because who I am today would have looked at that old lady behind the counter and went, oh, well, something fucked up happened to you, and now I feel bad. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't want to know what it is because now I fucking feel
bad.
bad. But I'm going to yell at you if I stay in this fucking line, so that's not fair to you.
I don't mean to start pushing the cart and forcing the heels to go faster, but it's like at some point I'm gonna get testy.
You got to be upset too with the grocery store, right? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Why the fuck you got this lady up here? You mean to tell me that she can't be sitting at the self-checkout lines making sure that all the people like they got the help, and that young fucker over there who's in a management position who just doesn't want to deal with people is fucking. By the way, for those who can't see it on radio, you probably heard the air quotes, but I did do air quotes around
You did
these
multiple air quotes.
Oh yeah, no, because those people piss me off. The young fucks who think that they're all high and mighty because they're in a management position at a fucking grocery store, and you got some old guy who got fucked because of our government, or some old person fucked because of our government, and they're now working at this grocery store. So instead of this young blood picking up the slack, they're like, oh, I got these workers here, man. I tell you what, there's some of these fucking managers in these dang retail stores that if I could just open hand smack across the face without getting in trouble, bro, I would. I would so fucking many times. Like, there's a dude at festival. I love festival, by the way. I love all the people at festival, almost all the people. I love it when you walk in and it's morning and everyone's like, hey, how's it going? Like everyone, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
But every once in a while you get that one dickhead and you're just looking at him yelling at all these other people. And I'm like, bro, you're in a fucking grocery store, dude. What the fuck is your problem, man? Fuck you. I don't do well.
Follow you around.
Yeah, I didn't do well in the civilian world when I had a job either. Like I remember working at a call center, which I thought was cool as shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I get why people hated the people at the call center.
Yeah.
I love the people who are like, I'm in Michigan, right? So I'm calling different time zones, and dude's like, we're sitting down at dinner. How about I call you when you sit down at dinner? And I'm like, I'm not in your fucking house, dude. How the fuck do I know that you're sitting down for dinner? You were on some porn site and your information got sold to this fucking company, and now I get to call you because you were looking at porn. Like, that's not my fucking problem.
Well, I just can't even talk right now. Could you fucking imagine though if you had the list of the shit that he got? Let's just put this in perspective, Charles. You're still working at the call center. I'm the guy. You call me, and I'm trying to explain this to my wife how you got my information. There's really only about 2 or 3 different things. Either you were really dumb and you ordered something off of a really sketchy website. That's one thing. Or B, you put your credit card in on a porn site. How we got your information.
You dumb motherfucker. So anyway, surprise, that's how most of your information gets thrown out there, right? Yeah. Quick tip for anybody who wants to know, though. When I have to put my information into a website, I put my middle name as the website. So that way, if anybody calls me, they call me like, Charles Home Depot Sires. And I'm like, oh, all right, motherfucker. And then I go yell at Home Depot. So for anybody out there who has not done this or isn't doing this yet, do it.
Yeah.
When you're putting your information in, what the fuck? It's a middle name, bro. You'll be fine. Trust me.
I know other ones will put like not obscene, but like they put bend over for like their middle name or something because people see it and go, yeah, I ain't calling it. I ain't saying that on the phone because the phone call is recorded and they actually have to put on there what's on there because honestly they don't know. They do probably know, but they have to go by what is written down.
Listen, I could get into the legalities of the whole situation. Right before my bankruptcy, I had to deal with a lot of this, and I had to deal with a lot of fear mongering in the phone calls. At one point, I actually got out of, I think it was an $1,100 AT&T bill because the people that were calling me ended up harassing me on the phone.
Yeah.
So it made it so they weren't able to call or email me anymore, but they could email people I know and ask if they could try and get a hold of me. Like, super weird, super fucked up.
Yeah.
But in the end, cool. Call me and start harassing me because I just call the Better Business Bureau and then a lawsuit gets put against you and I win $1,200-1,300. It is that simple. I think there's 12 or 120 some thousand lawsuits against
Isn't it
the
like
bill collectors every
yeah,
year.
it's like a small claims court
More or less, yeah.
business bureau claim center thing. Yeah, I heard about that.
And I could, if I tell you
It's
what,
just
Chad,
money
if
they
you want to
literally put
know,
away because they know that they're going to get these. They
all you
literally
got to
have to,
do,
yeah.
all you got to do, if you're dealing with a bill collector, just answer the phone every 7 days, and they won't call you for 6 days. They can't. You answer the phone. Hey, oh, sorry, I'm busy. Can you call me next week? Hang up. You do that. They cannot call you for 6 days. So
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of legalities to
Yeah,
it.
there's
Blah,
a-
blah, blah,
yeah,
blah. Or you could just follow the 3 main rules to being an adult.
Yes.
We'll go over them real quick.
Yep.
Pay bills, wear deodorant, and don't do meth. So if you do number 1 there, you ain't going to have bill collectors coming at you. All right, so.
Okay, the first one to avoid all the other ones. And then guess what? If you do number 1, you can afford number 2.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is just common sense.
You have a really good life. So I do also have to throw out there to you guys. I've been waking up in the morning and hacking up some black shit with some blood. So with my PTSD, I'm pretty sure I'm losing my voice box.
Oh.
Yeah, so this might be the last year everybody gets to hear my voice. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm over exaggerating.
You got that. You probably have that
drastically,
sickness that I had because you're losing your voice. Mandy lost her voice. Like I freaking hacked up black crap too. And apparently, hey,
What?
apparently
Just
this
in
is
there
the
yelling,
vaping
"You're
thing.
an idiot."
No, I heard this is the vaping thing too. Like
Yeah.
the black shit. Yeah, yeah. It's because the water vapor creates like a black mucus fungus. It's fucked up. I don't even want to talk about it. But anyway,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I get to
You
go
got
to
Google got the best of you probably.
No,
Nope.
I'm sure this has been happening for months, dude. And
Yeah.
my body's a temple. And I truly believe that it can self-heal more than people give their bodies a chance. And this isn't some fucking hippie goddamn cancer thing or anything, right? This is literally just my fucking belief that if you just give your body time sometimes and sleep, I'm in a position that I can do that. I'm retired, right? So, oh no, I'm getting sick. I'm going to go sleep for 2 days and then I'm not sick. So that's how I kind of live my life. This isn't getting better.
It's one of those things you're probably gonna have to go in there.
I told Rachel today, I said, I'm getting scared because I'm pretty sure I'm losing my voice now. And she goes, I didn't hear it. I said, I can hear it. My voice sounds different. And now you're telling me that my voice sounds a little different.
Yeah, it's just a little. Hey, it's not as demanding or overbearing and raspy. It's like you're holding back a little bit, but it's probably for a good reason.
So the wife made me some peppermint tea.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. It was terrible.
Oh yeah,
but it made my throat feel nice.
Yeah,
but the tea was terrible.
Oh,
I don't know how you people.
I don't think any of that shit's really tastes good.
No, every drink that I drank, caca.
Speaking of which, like when I was sick, that Theraflu shit, maybe she will not drink it. She starts gagging just looking at it. And I'm like, I hate it too, but I like it better than the NyQuil and the Dayquil shit because that stuff just lingers in your throat and your mouth.
There was a time where like I couldn't sleep without NyQuil, and then realized that I was only sleeping because of NyQuil. So that was a wild journey trying to fix that.
Yeah.
But
did you have withdrawals after it? Because I heard people say if you take it too much, it's like Tylenol, PMs.
Apparently, because I was drinking like a half a bottle of NyQuil a night. Like it was just
damn. Yeah.
I worked at a gas station, bro. At the end of every shift, I could buy one of those 2-packs, and I would just drink half of it.
Nowadays, you'd be put on a list if you did that.
I know.
Fucking crazy.
If I didn't work at the gas station, I would have never bought it.
Oh, yeah.
I would have assumed people thought that I was just in there making meth or whatever the shit that is.
Now that you say that, I worked
tripping.
Yeah. I worked third shift, and I knew a guy that did that too. Everybody else would just drink after work and get hammered and play video games, Xbox and shit until they'd pass out. And he was like, because we had a shop bar, people just go there and have a couple beers and then go home because you know that's like your night. Your mornings were your nights. Anyway, this guy was doing the same thing. His wasn't that though. It was something else that was like way harder. Like he was prescribed to it because he had bronchitis, chronic bronchitis. But I'm like, he would save like the bronchitis meds and just take like over the counter shit. And I'm like, dude, don't do that. That's a terrible thing. He was tripping balls at work and he would be like, he was a forklift driver too. And he'd be like looking around the corner and he'd be like, hey, did you see that? He'd be like, fucking shapes and stuff, fucking weird shit. I'm like, no, dude, you're tweaking right now.
I know exactly what you mean.
Lack of sleep plus the meds.
When I had to just stop taking the NyQuil, yeah, there was a couple of days there where like I started seeing like people because I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah.
That was wild. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Come up and fuck me up? Good luck. Try it.
Try, fucker.
And then what's the worst that happens? I'm dead. Now I'm on the same playing field as whatever just killed me, and I'm going to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Speaking of, good segue, Charles. Speaking of being on the same playing field, the women's NCAA tournament, I just brought this up earlier. The discrepancy and the talent level, Gino Arieme had to actually address the media and say, yes, you guys do understand we're not playing like WNBA All-Stars. We're playing a bunch of basically high school talent-wise girls. Like the talent gap is very large. And if it's your first time watching a women's basketball game and you've understood this, apparently you'd never watched Tennessee and frickin' Baylor and them back when they were winning the championships, or Stanford or frickin' South Carolina.
Yeah, this is normal for me.
This is normal. Yeah.
Yeah, but kudos to people like Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese who shined such a light on women's basketball that people just assume women's basketball is good. And I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but for the most part, if you're not watching like Caitlin Clark, or there's a massive amount of people who are watching like Angela Reese, and there's a handful of other ones, but WNBA is not my forte. And if you want to be pissed at me, I don't fucking care. But my point with this is that it sucks, and it has for a really long time. It's just
right.
It's just now that it's getting its spotlight that it deserves because there is talent flourishing in specific spots, and it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, and the reason I'm saying that is because as we are recording this right now, Maryland and Alabama are in double overtime, and the score is 108-106. Maryland is up. Now, this is a fucking basketball game.
That's a game. See, yes. Women's basketball has come a long way.
Oh, yeah. I would venture to say I would never watch a women's NCAA tournament game until Caitlin Clark and them were in it. Angel Reese and them. I did never even cross my radar.
I watched a few when Gino was winning a bunch.
When Gino
I was
in
catching
Tennessee
a little
was
bit
winning
of
them,
South Carolina when they started doing what they're doing now, but then of course with Pat Summitt in Tennessee. But no, it's women's basketball. The only time you really watched was when one of those teams was going for a 4-peat or a 5-peat
or a Final Four game,
or they've won 137 games in a row. Okay, we get it. But the only reason that stuff was happening is because the product was terrible. It really.
There was I believe
even in the WNBA, if you're not one of the 3 or 4 teams right now, your games are terrible.
There was a 5 or 6, maybe even 7-year stretch where it was all the Final Fours where you could have just picked 1-1-1-1, all 4 ones, and they were in the Final Four every year.
There's no Cinderella.
There was no Cinderella. There was never like a.
Or do they call it Prince Charming?
I don't know.
I guess we'll call it Prince Charming for women. There was no Prince Charming for women.
You would see like a 10 would beat a 7 or something, but there was never like a 2 would lose.
And then 10 would go and get beat by 40 the very next game. Yeah, not even close. And you would be sitting there going, I know you just beat that team, but the other team would have put up a better fight. It would have been a better basketball game.
Yeah.
I got my good basketball game last week type shit. No, it's upsetting if you're a part of the sport, but it's just a realistic fact. Okay, like this, you're not the only sport out there. You can turn on the TV and watch a million sports all the time. If the product isn't great, you're not going to pull the eyeballs.
That was the thing I was getting at. I was off the air. I was like, 64 teams for the men, 68 teams. The playing games makes absolute sense because there are a lot of teams that are 29-5, and those teams could actually win an NCAA tournament game and make an upset. And we saw it with Florida Atlantic. We saw it with.
I think those days are gone now, though.
Yeah, what's that?
I think those days are gone now, though.
With the NIL, yeah, but in the past, but with the women, it's good for the sport. It's good for them to make it. But I think the fact that a lot of these smaller schools are getting embarrassed, they don't appreciate it. I'm like, you're going to be the 16th seed because you're playing poor competition. That's just what it is.
I guess this falls under the umbrella of not everyone can be a bride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's got to be and I am utilizing terminology relative to what we're speaking on. That's why I said bride and bridesmaids.
The NCAA is not going to change. They're not going to change to make it easier for you to compete against these teams. It's just not going to happen.
The talent is getting better.
Talent is getting better, and
that's all that matters. But you're not going to get it.
There's only so many 5-star girl athletes. There's only
you have to play 4 years no matter what.
Yeah, and most of the time they're gonna go to the school where they got a chance to win a national championship.
So I'm gonna go sit behind. I would sit on the bench for 3 years to play 1 full year under Don Staley. If we're on the same page, I would sit 3 years on that bench
because you're going to be a top 5 program. That's why.
And yeah, there's transfer now and all this other shit, but why am I going to go to a team where I'm going to lose 103-33 and I scored 17 points?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you were a 3 or a 4-star, and you probably could have went to South Dakota State, and you probably could have scored 30 points.
I can score 0 points for 3 years, get 3 championship rings, get a ring or 2. Being realistic, get a ring or 2.
Maybe you scored 10 points a game your senior season, and you go to the WNBA.
I don't know. I rock on out to the WNBA. Yeah. Why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah. Speaking of which, so Paul brought it up. Is there any legs to this story that they literally aren't going to have a season, or is this? I don't understand what the whole thing was. They're not going to boycott the season, are they? Because they don't have a new contract? Is that what the WNBA? Did they get a new contract, or I heard they were going to boycott the start of the season until they got a new contract.
Yeah, I think there was something about them going on strike, which is hilarious. The WNBA has not made a single dollar since its inception.
And anybody that says
if they go on strike, it'll die.
Yes.
They'll kill the WNBA, and then all you'll have is that 3v3 thing that everyone was talking.
Keep running their mouths.
3v3 soccer is way better than 3v3 basketball, unless you're talking about the big 3, because that's a fucking production.
All right, let's jump into the World Cup for a minute. Now, you posted that picture on the Boys with the Podcast page. Was that a scrimmage? What was that? There was only 400 people there.
All right, if you're going to get me fucking talking about it, you're just I
want to hear it. Yep.
U.S. soccer is in shambles because it's a pay-to-play system growing up. That's not what soccer is. So we're never going to be anything great. This bullshit doesn't have a relegation league. We might be good in 10 to 15 years. So anybody else out there who thinks otherwise, you can email me all you want. We'll talk about it, but I promise you're fucking wrong. Now, with all of that said, it was just the Nations Cup.
But still,
so if you're a soccer fan or if you're a football fan and you're hearing me tell you it was just the Nations Cup, you're like, yep, absolutely. This bald fucker knows what he's talking about. For everybody else, it does look like bullshit because it is. Now, how you can stop that is get it the fuck out of California. And I'm done saying it. And this isn't to the people of California. We've talked to many people from California. Your everyday fucking person in California is awesome. Okay? But just the entire atmosphere of that state is fucking whack. And nobody wants to go there, let alone for a fucking soccer game. Like you just, for some reason, you just can't figure that out. Like it would be 100 times better in Florida than it would be in California or Texas than it would be in California.
Like so this screams corruption, and we already know there's corruption.
Yes,
the CONCACAF not reporting the crowds for sparsely attended U.S. men's national team losses. Like you can try looking it up, and you can't even find the actual attendance. You probably could go to StubHub and see how many tickets.
It was $100 just to park.
Yeah, That's
It was
insane.
$100 to park for
that's
basically
exactly
an
why.
international friendly.
Get it the fuck out of California.
Get it the fuck out of California. That's your problem. It's not that we suck, because we know we suck. It's not.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not about
third
It's not
place.
about
They
is
lost to Canada.
It's not about is USA going to be good. It's do we beat you and embarrass you? That's all we're there to do in soccer is embarrass somebody. We never win nothing unless you're the girls and they fucking dominate, which is awesome. And if we're talking about women's soccer, totally different.
Well, different story.
We're talking about men's soccer here, right? You want to talk about men's basketball? Okay, you can compare that if you got a tiny penis. But right now we're talking about men's soccer, and it gets its ass kicked by women's soccer, fucking period.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to spend $100 plus the ticket price and concession to go watch a maybe.
I believe they were underdogs in every single match except for the one consolation match that they played earlier because they lost to Canada in the third place match.
And you got all these people, dude. You got all these people.
That's crazy.
They're like, blah 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 World Cup, blah 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 host nation.
What? You're gonna get embarrassed.
Have you not been watching USA Soccer since '94? We suck.
They had one run, and even that one run ended badly.
We suck.
Yeah.
It's
you can ask anybody who watches soccer, football, whatever, and you don't even have an argument as USA Soccer.
For one summer, I believed.
One summer, yeah.
For one summer, bro, I was fucking hard on that World Cup. It felt like the entire United States, for some reason, was just really into this World Cup. I can't remember which one it was. And we went out there and Ghana ended up sending us home. Fucking Ghana. I remember, shout out to Ghana. Great play. But yeah, we made it into the round of whatever, 16 or whatever the fuck it is. For the first time ever, and then Ghana beat our ass.
2022.
Yeah, and that was like the huge, like Pitbull was going around, I believe that we can win. I believe that we can win. Yeah, everybody believing. And then you went out there and just farted on the world, bro.
Check this out. 1930, the United States has been in the World Cup. 34.
We haven't lost back-to-back matches against Canada since we started playing them in 1925.
But check this out, Charles. From 1954 to 1986, the United States men didn't even qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, we're terrible.
There was like a 40-year gap where they didn't even make it past the qualifying stages.
The only reason we're in this World Cup is because we're one of the host nations.
Yes, don't they? It's almost like it's kind
of an automatic bid.
Free pass. Yeah,
it's an automatic bid. Yes. Yeah. We were the first to qualify for the World Cup because we're the host city. And then Canada and Mexico. Boom.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
And we were hyping this up when it was going to be out in New York or whatever. We thought wasn't going to be in the.
Well, it's going to be one in New York, Miami, Kansas City, Texas,
a million different places. They could
a handful in California. We get the fuck out of California, bro.
Yeah.
Like.
Your own governor's trying to push out shit out of California.
Do you have any idea how many people would show up if you had it more Midwest? There is a lot of fucking people up here, bro.
Oh, yeah. A lot of soccer.
Oh, there's more people in California. There's more people that sniff their farts in California.
Put them in jars and sell them.
South Park did a whole episode on it.
Hell, it could have been Kansas City, Chicago. They're not that far away from each other, 4 or 5 hours.
No, Kansas City's got one of the games, though. And that's what I'm saying. You put it in fucking Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you put it in
Tampa or something? Yeah.
No, they got some in Florida too. So, anyways, but yeah, no, I wouldn't read too much into that stadium thing. And
hopefully, the California one is.
It's a California thing, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not paying $100. I'm not paying $300 to watch USA Soccer. You're out your fucking ass.
No, you're still gonna get the diehards from like England, Australia, Brazil. There's still gonna be these people. They're super fans. Like they travel. This is their fucking.
Oh no,
thing.
dude! Listen, the World Cup is gonna be huge.
It's huge, yeah.
No, it's going to be huge.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah, but the cost is what deters a lot of like Americans saying, fuck that, we're going to lose anyway. We're not going to go there and do that. Some people will.
It's going to cost more to go to a World Cup hosted by the United States than it would to go to a World Cup hosted by fucking Brazil.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure dudes are maxing out their credit cards already trying to get them fucking tickets.
Yeah, it's stupid. But It's going to be great. It's going to be some great soccer.
That's great.
I'm really excited for it. I love the World Cup. I love the atmosphere.
I love the announcers and their intensity.
Yeah. I generally pick a team that's not Germany or Russia, and I roll with them, or France. I don't like France either.
Yeah. No, well, we don't like the French.
Yeah. I think I told somebody the other day, I heard that they wanted their Statue of Liberty back. I'd chop off one arm and replace it with a middle finger and send it across the ocean.
Just make it one big middle finger, big fist.
There you go, buddy. There'll be a cheese platter underneath it too. No, there won't. There'll be a full pallet of trash bags.
Full pallet of trash bags.
Yeah, you can start cleaning up all the shit on your streets.
Yeah.
Terrible over there anymore.
Dude, did you get that? The post that I sent you about that guy that bought the island? Yeah. We got that's be another off season. Yeah, apparently he just passed away.
Yeah, he donated the island.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, good for him.
I want to go there.
I've been watching World War II documentaries.
Dude planted all them fucking trees himself. 16,000 trees. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a dude on TikTok who's planted over 1 million trees in 5 years.
Well, yeah, I know Mr. Beast freaking cleaned up.
Oh, there's literally a guy who just goes around all day planting trees.
Oh, yeah.
That's his life.
My mom worked for the nursery for a while. I bet she planted thousands of trees.
I planted a bunch as a kid.
Yeah,
we went to the nursery and shit.
Yeah, you just freaking boop, boop, boop. You can plant a shit ton.
And I don't set Teslas on fire, so my carbon footprint is still a hell of a lot smaller than a lot of these fucking weirdos.
Oh man, there's a freaking dude on TikTok that like is going off on all those people that like they're basically saying it's okay, it was okay, nobody didn't hurt nobody. I'm like, I don't give a shit what you're doing. Don't be a shitty human being. That's
yeah. I mean, you're not doing what you think you're doing.
No,
the list just came out of the new Model Ys for the Tesla. And there are more states that have sold out now than there are states left with any inventory.
The crazy thing is, dude, don't fucking light up. Just don't light a fucking car on fire. I don't get how is that not a prosecutable offense in some states? It just blows my mind. It's arson, isn't it? Like, I don't get it. How do you justify that? I don't want to get into politics, but it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, this isn't technically politics. This is just stupidity.
It is. Yeah.
But no, we tried to be an escape from all of those things. And unlike Snow White and Disney, we are going to get the hint. We don't talk about politics.
Yeah. You won't talk about politics. We'll talk about your favorite football team, your favorite player. Charles will have the microphone in hand, and Rachel will be with me, and she'll probably be recording us. And we're going to have a good old time at the NFL draft. It's going to be a freaking blast. Can't wait.
It's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited about it. So, well, you got anything else you want to add? There hasn't been a lot of Packer news. Sorry about that.
No,
all you Packers out there. It's just
tomorrow we can break down the fact that Aaron Rodgers literally has the balls to tell the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all are gonna have to wait until the draft because you're not getting my name to pen to paper. And I think people are just gonna be like, you can take your old ass and just retire. The funny thing about the New York Jets, I believe they are he does not get signed, they are on the hook for 100% of his contract until he's done. Yeah. And that's just something that it's going to suck for them to have to eat. They're going to get another quarterback. They're going to draft.
I don't know, man. It's like when I get sick, I go spend all the money in the world to get rid of the sickness.
I would.
Right? Because I don't get to sleep and everything doesn't work. Then I go and I buy all these random shit. So I will pay handsomely to be done with a headache. And I think the Jets are just in the same fucking boat, man. Well, I don't think they give a fuck.
The fact that Woody is he's like almost like, just fucking sign somebody.
Yeah, just get us out of here. They're going with Justin Fields. I hope Aaron Glenn has a buttload of success over there.
I hope Justin Fields and Jameis Winston fucking just ball the fuck out.
If Sam Darnold can, then Justin Fields can. And Ohio State, but he's done. He's whatever. He's in the NFL now. He's not even in our division.
I always said I never hate the player. I hate the school.
Oh yeah, no, indubitably.
I don't hate the players.
But during the season, I can't stand JJ.
Yes, I can't stand him. Yeah.
Okay. Off season, I love the guy. Monday through Saturday, and he's not playing on a Thursday. Love the guy.
Right. Love the guy. That's right.
There's a couple hours a week that I can't fucking stand them.
That's like the fucking we can't stand when the Packers play the Bears. Love you, Paul, but we hate the fucking Bears.
Aiden Hutchinson. I fucking love that guy. That dude is an amazing human being.
Every Sunday he's not playing Green Bay.
No, until football season. And then a couple hours on a Sunday or a Thursday or a Monday. I hate that motherfucker.
I don't care. I don't care if he does good as long as he doesn't do good against us.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't stand it now at this point. Lions fans have ruined that for me. I don't want anyone to do good over there. I just want them to be 500 now, from now on. They're all making money anyways. They don't need to win.
I don't feel bad for anybody more that collects a 6 or 8-figure paycheck every year.
No, I'm done feeling bad for that person. Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah.
Boo fucking who. Go to Walmart and buy something.
Go buy something on Sky Mall.
Buy it all. You can do that. And then sell it on eBay with your name next to it, and people will spend more than you just spent to get it. Like
fucking golden toilet seats and shit.
Jesus Christ. These are my used underwear. $75.
Oh, dude. We have to have at least one of these episodes. I have a list.
OnlyFans sell their underwear for $500?
No, Charles. I'm talking about local Wisconsin marketplace. Just go through marketplace and screenshot all the weird shit that you find. Send it to me. We're going to have an episode where we go through all of it. I told you about the one where the lady put the wig on the blow-up doll from Nina.
Oh, dude, yeah.
She's like,
just sent me the one thing where the bitch thought that there was an ostrich walking down the road and it was a fucking
two cranes.
Yeah.
And the cops, I didn't find any ostriches, but I found.
I would have went too. How do you mix up an ostrich and a crane, bro?
I'm assuming that person had been like 80 years old and they were just like, they were scared. Or that was the biggest fucking crane that dude had ever seen.
I'm not giving you any excuses. No.
There was one with turkeys.
Not cutting you any fucking slack.
Dinosaurs.
We got turkeys all over the place up here. Yeah, they got a special turkey too. They got some name for him. Fucker runs around the town like he owns it.
Yeah, which
is weird because you got some punk ass kids that drive around and do some fucked up shit, but they leave those turkeys alone.
Fucking weird.
Fuck, dude, it's fucked up shit. It's not too bad. I guess I used to throw eggs and steal construction shovels.
Yeah, we used to road cones. We'd set up road cones and like block roads off.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, allegedly.
I remember shooting water guns.
Yeah.
Then some dude drove all the way up to the house. It was like, you could have killed someone.
Oh, that's right. When we were like 8, 9 years old, and it was like October, we threw water balloons at cars when they were going like at the tires and shit. Could you imagine getting hit by a water balloon and your car got smoked? You thought somebody was probably throwing rocks at your car.
Oh, yeah. No, we hit the dude in the convertible.
Yeah. Oh, in the convertible? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a little different.
That's where we fucked up. Yeah. So I've got contacts. What if I would have lost them? Jesus Christ, dude.
Now you're really jumping to conclusions here.
Like worst case, like I've got PTSD today, and I still have no idea how you came to that conclusion. Getting hit with, what are you doing driving with the top down if you got fucking contacts in, bro? What if like a piece of dirt or something were to fly over the window and come into your eyeball and fucking kill you that way, dude?
Just a bug hits you directly in the eye.
Jesus. What if a bird flew through the fucking air and hit you right in your earlobe, man? Jesus, slow down. Gypsy, you're in a convertible. You're doing fine.
Fucking big old June bug.
Fucking face. Fucking take your eye out there, Ralphie. Jesus. Oh, you got anything else you wanted to add?
No, we're good. We get ready for tomorrow.
All right. Thank everyone for listening. Okay. Thank you all for listening. We greatly appreciate the hell out of you guys, your comments, your hot takes, your special pictures that you keep sending me. No, I'm not going to give you guys my feet. That's weird. But if I see the right number come across, I guess I'll probably shoot my feet out to you. But until then, I love you, and I'll see you guys soon.
Charts when you hear WH, know we came to spar. Fuck all the dollars, we grind, put in the time. Y'all just talk, but we live. This the heat to provide. We got
boys with the heat.
Sat in the game, mics on blast. Every take got flames from the Midwest grind to the world we reign. When you hear this crew, better know the name. I got one thing to say to the ones who hate. If you ain't built for the fire and stay out the flame, from the sports talk kings to the ones who dream, you ain't never gonna stop what we